The best thing about working in TTR is the people around you. There's loads of people here to support you. There's long-standing members of society and also partners who work closely with us.
I'm Mike Marshall, Head of Transformation for Application Assurance. One of the projects that I will talk about is Transform Replacement, a great opportunity for us to revolutionise the way that 14,000 of our colleagues can interact with the customer. It's really the launch pin of starting that journey and allowing the business to develop what it wants to do with it for the future.
Mike, thank you, and thank you Christine, and thanks for inviting us today. So Mark Hayden, Head of Transformation in Technology Transformation Resilience, covering really the simplification portfolio or sub-portfolio of TTR, which covers, amongst other things, all the elements in the Enterprise Command Centre, which is service visualisation, application performance monitoring, some projects that have been running over a number of years, digital banking resilience, and just in the final stages of test environment execution. But the really big one that we've got running in this year is the Unisys Heritage Simplification Enterprise Payments Platform. That is going to be nationwide, so that's quite a mouthful in its own right. But really completing the transition from Unisys Heritage Platform to Target Banking Platform, SAP, and also lifting us in a step change in our enterprise payments capability. So no small undertaking, a huge shift for the organisation, and we'll touch almost every part of the communities nationwide. So that's just this year and a number of years beyond, so a huge undertaking. Thank you.
How would you describe the value you get from the BA team in this portfolio?
Well, I'll take that question first off, Christine. I think that one thing that we've really benefited from, certainly within the Unisys Heritage Simplification Programme, is the last 8 months has been a significant mobilisation journey, and the value that we've got a huge amount of business analysis resource, which it's been necessary for us to work in partnership with that community across the programme to get clarity on how we sequence changes for the benefit of our members and our society, because it's not about the technology, it's about the journey that we go on, and this is really where the coexistence of that business analysis mindset, i.e. understanding it from a customer's perspective, a member's perspective, to ensure that we can integrate change quickly, swiftly, and as painlessly through the organisation as we grow. It's not just in Unisys Heritage Simplification we work like that. I know within AAP and across all of TTR we really work in concert and tandem with the community. Mike, I don't know whether you've got anything.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right, Mark. One of the key things for me is dispelling some old myths of what this portfolio does. So in previous years we would have been a very much keep the lights on, lift and shift maintenance type portfolio. That's dynamic changed massively over the last 3 to 4 years, and for me the integral skill set of the business analyst practice is absolutely key to that. Therefore, we've made sure that's a key part of our community. We involve the business analysts in everything we do. They are part of the journey even before they joined our transformation community as such. So for me it's absolutely critical. One of the key things is bringing the business outcomes out in the right way as well. That's been a challenge in nationwide that I've experienced in the past. So really getting the analysts to think of it from the business perspective and the members' perspective, as Mark was saying, and really then keeping that sort of touch and feel right through the life cycle of the projects to make sure that we're delivering the right outcomes.
And I think just to add to that, you're seeing that manifest certainly in the last year and a half since Joe Garner joined the society, in actually broadening across the communities and really putting the focus in the P&L line across the organisation of society and from a product perspective, and you're also seeing that as we are embarking on the journey of We Are Change. And I think that there's an analogy I've used a lot over my career. A project manager, the project lead who's delivering a good project manager, a good program manager, a good delivery person will put a square peg in a round hole. I think the mix is when you have the business from the customer and the customer's viewpoint, the customer's voice, the business's voice represented on an equal footing with that delivery piece. You actually get round pegs into round holes, hexagonal pegs into hexagonal holes, and the right holes filled for the organisation to achieve the right goal. And that's really where the value is working in tandem and concert. And I think you're seeing that manifest itself in the way that We Are Change is forming in very much in an agile fashion, but most importantly is having the voice of the customer and the voice of the business at the forefront of the change that has been delivered and delivering value quickly. And that's what everybody benefits in society as a whole. That's not just about projects, but ultimately, you use a bit of technology to deliver a goal. It's not about the technology, it's about the end result. I think that's really the value that I see, and I've seen that throughout my career, and certainly within Nationwide, where the business analysis capability really helps drive that home.
Within TTR, my personal ambitions have been recognised and have been driven forward by both the portfolio and by my line management and by my fellow BAs within the portfolio. The opportunities are driven from my own personal wants and needs.
We had a number of new-to-role analysts who hadn't yet had the formal off-site training, and this was intended to give them a background in the theory of business analysis, and also to give a wider perspective on the work other than the nationwide way of doing it. This was to give more an international perspective on the role of the analyst and what was expected of them.
Wonderful, thank you. And Vipul, my question for you is, what was the aim of the programme and did we achieve that?
Right, so the aim of the program was to introduce all the new to the role, the concepts of business analyst, and the way we did it was with mock workshops and requirement gathering sessions, brainstorming, using real life examples and experiences. What we have seen during the training session is that based on these assignments, the trainees have shown a lot of learning skills. They have shown that they have learned a lot of business analyst concepts. So I believe yes, the aim was achieved and we achieved it really well.
That's brilliant, thank you.
Thank you.